back. This is By the Book, and we're your married relationship coaches. I'm Sant.
And I'm Sale.
And today, we're going to do it a little differently. You've seen it before if you're already subscribed. If not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But this is a sidebar. We're talking about Married at First Sight, Season 15, Episode 8. And sort of talking about Stacia and Nate, and then we're spinning off into a little discussion that's been inspired by what's going on with them. So in episode 8, we saw Nate disclose to the guys that he had engaged in, can I say it this time?
Yeah.
He had engaged in oral sex, the performance thereof, upon Stacia. But so far as we can tell, there wasn't any type of reciprocation. Right now, Mitch took the time to laugh at him, clown him a little bit off camera, you know. And I think a lot of guys would do that. A lot of guys would be like, oh, well, like there's something wrong with that. You know, he got the short end of the stick or whatever the case may be. So first I want to start by asking my husband, you know, would you clown somebody about that?
I probably have clowned someone about that. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think Nate's in a bad spot? Or do you think he made a mistake? Do you think Stacia was bogus for, you know, leaving him out there to dry? Or what is your opinion here?
My opinion is, all right, do you want the the version of me now to give the opinion? Or
No, I don't want the watered down married life view. Okay. Give me the real guy version.
Okay, the real deal, you know, before I was married and everything, I would probably be a little upset, you know, by that, unless I would have gone into it thinking, okay, this is all that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You know, I am in total giving mode and there's no, you know, receiving on my end.
And they said he was a giver.
And so, but he didn't say that he wasn't
a receiver.
You know, so if I didn't have that mindset and I'm thinking something else is about to go down and it doesn't go down, I'm probably feeling a little perturbed. Okay.
But then in that case, wouldn't you have not shared with the guys if that happened? You probably would have just kept it to yourself, right?
I probably would have kept it to myself.
Because you're going to be the subject of ridicule, possibly.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
This is a tough situation. My husband and I always talk about this where I'm looking at this through the lens of these are people who've only known each other for X amount of weeks. So at this point, we're at week 2. And he's looking at it through the lens of they're married. You know, they've committed to one another. And I'm like, not really. So, and I think about, you know, a brand new relationship before anyone, and this doesn't have to be a married relationship. This could just be a dating relationship. And before sex has happened, you know, you're feeling each other out along that sexual spectrum, if you will. What's going to happen? What's okay? What type? You know, just like all kinds of things. And so I think that I can say from a woman's standpoint, before they're ready, like guys that can be kind of pushy, right? Y'all really can, you know, so it's like, oh, you know, well, you just see how, you know, how far can I push the envelope before she stops me, type of thing.
Yeah, that's a guy move.
That's a guy move. That's a guy move. Mm-hmm. And as a woman, you may let the envelope slide all the way there and then put on the brakes. I think that's dangerous, though. Like, I don't encourage that at all. However, if you go into it and you tell the man, look, this is where I draw the line. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not having sex today. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's the thing that guys do, ladies, and y'all know they do it. Mm-hmm. They'll be like, oh no, it's okay. I just want to. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to do this one thing real quick. But it's because, like my husband alluded to last week, or they think that this is the magic trick that they're pulling out of the box is going to get you there. So, but it doesn't always work like that, right? Like, because at the end of the event, the woman might be like, well, I told you this isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
And how a man handles that situation is probably very telling for like the rest of the trajectory of that relationship. Because if he handles it very poorly, we're going to be off put by it because it comes off like disrespectful and aggressive. And if he handles it well, that opens new doors. But I think that it takes a mature man to understand where that gets him.
Of course. Well, oh no, go ahead.
No, so I was just gonna ask about Nate. Like, it sounds like that's how he's taking it. Like, he's like, I'm working my way up.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. You know, so, he's working with it, I think, fairly well.
Yeah. The question becomes, where does the time limit on this issue? Like, how long does she have realistically before he gets annoyed that this isn't going in the direction that he thought it was going to go?
You know, I think realistically, she got maybe like 2, 3, 4 times tops. But I'm really going to stay within that 2, 3. You know, I think she could probably push it to that 4th. But no, I mean, because sex is about sharing. You know, it's about both people being pleased. And so when it's too lopsided like that, then somebody's going to eventually get angry, upset, frustrated, walk away. Think about, you know what? This is a really good example. A few seasons ago on Married at First Sight, there was a couple. And I can't think of their names right now. Oh. But it was the man getting it.
That was the guy I called Bruno Mars.
Yes.
Gosh, what was their name? I'm glad you, I wish I could know. Yes. I knew you. Brian was his name.
Yes.
Ryan was his name. I can't remember the wife's name right off the bat. Y'all let us know because I know you know what her name was. But yeah, it was Brian.
Yeah, so the roles were reversed.
And so, she was pissed off.
Yes. So it's, hey, it goes both ways. It's a selfish thing if you just receiving and you don't return in a marriage. Hey, it is what it is. It's about giving. It's about giving and sharing, and both people should walk away pleased at the end of this.
Yeah. But also, I mean, I guess he has to make sure that he's not deceptive in this. Oh, I'm happy to give. I'm a giver, blah, blah, blah. Because especially if she, I don't know why I'm assuming she's done this, but let's just take my word for it. If she's like, oh, you know, you don't have to, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no, I'm a giver. I'm going to do this. Then it's a problem then if he turns around and gets annoyed with her for not reciprocating in some way. It's kind of, it's not fair. It's kind of manipulative, I think.
Yes. I agree with you. If all of that communication was on the table and he put it on his big boy drawers and he still got right on into the stirrup, he got right there and handled whatever he was gonna handle.
Oh my God.
Then, you know, then now he wants to try to change the rules of engagement after the fact.
Right.
No, that's
you
on you.
You can't bait and switch it.
No,
so
that's on you.
I hope that doesn't become an issue, but I can say for 100% sure it becomes an issue in people's relationships. Whether it's that specific thing and, you know, the disparity between that, or if it's just like one person is satisfied from sex and the other person isn't frequently. A lot of times that happens to the woman.
Yeah.
So, you know, go figure. But it becomes an issue. And I think it's very important for people who are actually engaging in sex to be very communicative about like what they like, what they don't like, and things like that. Now with their situation, Stacia and Nate, I don't know. I just feel like you're on the clock. Stacia's on the clock, and she's either going to have to put a stop to it or she's going to have to get ready.
Go.
It runs out of time. Like, you just run out of time for someone's patience. Only so long that can go on before he's gonna get frustrated.
True that. Anybody, whether if it's reversed, like I just said, whether it's the woman, the man that's receiving, and the woman is saying, "Hey, what about my turn?"
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
And these guys are gonna clown him too. They're not gonna let up. I don't think. Especially Justin, right? Because Nate is always going for Justin.
Justin.
If I was Justin, I would give it to him.
Really?
Yes.
Justin needs to sit down.
Man,
he has no room to clown anybody.
But Nate throws so much shade at him. There's
but
no
Justin
way
deserves it, though.
He does, but Nate would get it. If I was Justin, I mean, I don't know if he's bold enough to do it, but give it back to him. What's he gonna do? Y'all on camera.
Justin will sit there and cry. You better leave that man alone.
Anyway, y'all, let us know what you think. I feel like Stacia is on the clock. I know it's totally up to her whether she wants to do more or not. You know, I'm not saying in any way that she should do something that she's not comfortable with doing.
Yes.
I just feel like if she's not comfortable with doing it, then it would be the wise thing and the decent thing to do, to put on the brakes for him doing it as well.
Exactly.
Just so it doesn't become awkward and uncomfortable and a burden on the relationship. That's all I'm really saying. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm trying to tell her, well, you'd have done that, so you got to go all the way. That's not what I think. I just think, you know, spare him a little bit of his pride, his frustration, all of that, so that the relationship will thrive.
Yes. I couldn't have said that better right there. You know, spare him the frustration, you know, and continue what they've already been started. They have a really good foundation started. They really like each other. They're into one another. Continue to work on that emotional thing that they got. And then nothing could stop them. They're a really good couple. So, you know, don't bring the sex thing in there too fast if you're not ready to
fully engage.
You know, close the deal.
Because there ain't no way that he's going that far and he's not aroused. It's no way. And for him to have to like put on the stop, you know, put on the brakes, it's gotta be tough. I mean, I'm not a man, but I could just imagine.
Yeah. That's all I can say. Yeah.
All right, guys. Please comment, because we want to talk about this one. This is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe as well.
You all can say what I can't say in the comments.
Sure can, and then we'll say it back.
Yeah.
Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.